Welcome to this video about packaging geosynthetic roll materials. Take a look at some of our geosynthetic customers in the top using machines from Tentoma. You also find some of our other customers from different industries. Now, in the video you will hear about different topics like 100% sealing for full product protection, how to reduce film consumption with up to 60%, automation, details about operation and maintenance, film specifics including branding. Stay with us and get access to the free packaging assessment tool for you to have in the end. Our machines are called Ro-Ro Stretch Pack machines. Welcome and let's get started. Let's start by watching this packaging sequence. From a tubular film we roll up a lot of film, perform a front sealing, and now we have a bag. This bag we will move towards the conveyor system where a geosynthetic roll will enter the bag. Watch the front sealing here. And as the product slides through we will end the sequence with a back sealing. You will notice after the back sealing that there is a plast snip. You can decide to leave this on or cut it away in the end and vacuum it away with your own vacuum system or one provided by Tentoma. With this high quality 6-sided sealing you have full protection against water entry during storage, transport and at the final construction site. Another benefit of using the Ro-Ro machines is the film consumption savings. Maybe you noticed in the sequence before that when we had this loose bag and moved towards the conveyor, we actually stretch it. Let's see it again. Don't worry about the product, you'll get the idea. So again, we wind up sufficient film to fit to the product from a tubular film. After we have winded up sufficient film, we will again do a little pre-stretch, front sealing, cut it loose from the long tubular film roll in order to have this loose bag. Now watch, while we move it, we will stretch it vertically and horizontally to fit to the product circumference. Here you see it again. We start with a small film circumference, smaller than the product, and move it to the left and stretch it in order to fit to the product. This is one of 4 ways to achieve film consumption savings of up to 60%, corresponding to 50% cost savings. Maybe you're curious to learn about the other ways we offer film consumption savings. More to that later. Let's talk automation. Maybe you're packing manually today and experience problems in finding available manpower. With Ro-Ro you get full automation. Or maybe you're looking to replace an already automated solution because of problems with reworks, downtime or high maintenance cost. With Ro-Ro you get a fully controlled and repeatable process. The Ro-Ro process and the film being used offers many possibilities for branding. So imagine together with us how your product should look when arriving at your customers. Now, when you apply a smooth film with a high tear and puncture resistance under normal climate conditions, you will see that it helps you avoid loading, unloading and storage problems. Our machines occupy a little length space, so they are easy to integrate. Let us move on to the product dimensions, where the length of the products can be up to 8 meters and the product diameter well above 1 meter. And equally important are the cycle times that we can achieve. Let's have a look at this free downloadable datasheet where we take an example of 6 meters where we can reach minimum 70 packs per hour. Another example, this time with a smaller roll of 2.4 meters, we can reach minimum 135 packs per hour using a function called semiflow. What is semiflow? More about that later. With Ro-Ro machines you can cover any of the given shapes of rolls that you see here. A question that we often receive by our customers is, how big a product range can you cover with one film roll? Let's take an example. This is an XL S1 machine, S1 because there's one film roll placed at the machine. We can place up to 3 film rolls and each film roll will cover its range of dimensions. So if a customer has products in a given range we will define that this will fit into one film roll. If there's a range beyond that, we will place a second film roll. Now that's one option. If there's not space enough in the production, we can also exchange the first film roll with a second one, not occupying more space, and this changeover takes around 4 minutes. We will cover quite a few topics under the machine. First of all, it's a fully automated process, inline or standalone. Products can come randomly or in batches or a combination thereof. As to the communication, we use Siemens Profinet as a standard. If you want to insert manually what you're going to pack, well, then you have access to a human-machine interface built on a visual approach with 3 interaction levels, very easy to use. There's a high availability simply because the maintenance is easy, and in the case of a film roll exchange you need only up to 4 minutes, and we use standard components. We will address standard components later on. Tentoma provides best conditions for running the machine, like remote access, full training, and easy access to manuals. Important is also your physical access to the machines, which is very easy. Tentoma machines are designed by people who come from the service industry, so only linear guideways are used for horizontal movements, vertical movements. There are no chains applied that need lubrication, calibration and so on. Only belts are applied. So the real maintenance that has to be done is the exchange of the sealing bars and the exchange of the knives. The knives have 4 blades and can simply be turned around and will last a long time. In the machines you will only find standard components from global and recognized brands. Consult our website for a full list of components. Together with the machines, we deliver a cross-reference list, so over time, the exchange of components can be made as simple as possible. Let's get back to the tubular film we saw in the beginning. Notice that we apply no gussets, meaning a low film change frequency. It's a 2-layer film. If you had gussets, you would have 4. This means that you can have a 6 km long tubular film with 40 micron thickness and a 3 km long film with 80 micron. When we approve a new film supplier, we test for seal strength to make sure that the 100% sealing we provide is optimal. We also test for tear and puncture resistance in order to make sure that the film can endure storage and transport. Despite the public debate about eliminating the use of plastic in packaging, it's not that easy to do it with industrial products. What we can do is to reduce the consumption. We already covered how we stretch the film and can apply a smaller circumference than the product. The second one is to reduce the film thickness. Now we know that we in many cases can go from 120 to 80 micron depending on the product, and 80 to 50 micron again depending on the purpose and the product. We also offer a controlled and repeatable process. This eliminates waste. This makes it possible to optimize the packaging and the use of plastic. And finally we have the semi-flow function, where we can wind up sufficient film to cover more products. Notice that these 4 first packs have all been optimized, and the final one will have a little plast snip that needs to be removed or can be left on the product. So with machines from Tentoma you can also realize film savings. Actually, Tentoma is ancient Greek for stretching. Tentoma is located in the southern part of Denmark, just 1.5 hours away from the airport in Hamburg in Germany. The company was founded as Frank Brun APS back in 2011, and Frank Brun APS performed service in the vertical stretch hood machinery business, performing audits and also participating in innovating within the plast film business. The first horizontal machines were developed and launched during 2015, and in 2017 Tentoma was founded. The Danish growth fund Vækstfonden entered, and then on it went, serving different industries, structured insulation panels, wood blocks, gypsum boards. We serve the wool insulation industry, glass wool, rock wool, and finally geosynthetic manufacturers, furniture manufacturers and manufacturers of building plates benefit from our machinery. Thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to go on tentoma.com for your own version of a free packaging assessment tool. It was nice to have you here. If you want to discuss your particular packaging challenges with us, then you can find all contact details on Tentoma.com.